Sachin, it is so amazing to have this conversation with you. The kind of efforts and hard work you have put in bringing the right insights, making it relevant to all the stakeholders at the same time. This podcast is relevant to policymakers, this is relevant to big corporates, relevant to aspiring entrepreneurs, young startups, even the students and then the conventional business owners. I think you structured it very beautifully, and you also made this conversation very free flow, asking me tough questions here and there. I thoroughly enjoyed, and I really must appreciate the kind of efforts you and your team has been putting in. Kudos to you. Keep up the same energy, and I look forward for more such conversations with you.
Thank you so much.
Great.
Because if you're talking to negative people, you will carry a lot of negative messages. And if you're talking to positive people, not only positive and logically positive, then anything there are a lot to do in your business too. So, even if you're doing a business, you have so much of time. Today, if somebody gives time to you, that's the biggest thing that anyone can give. Nobody.
This charger, a 3000 liter capacity generator that burns either ethanol or methanol, not diesel, either ethanol or methanol. It pumps the energy through 2 CCS guns of 150 kilowatt hour each, and the energy that it can dispense is about 4 megawatt hour. That means for 12 hours, this particular generator can work without any interruption, dispensing close to 4 megawatt hour. We discussed this solution with NMDC and said, sir, you posed a challenge at us. Seems like we have a solution, but we need to have at least some anchor customers before we make the investment and acquire the company. If you know what's happening in Europe, they are going through a very typical, I would say, cycle. The cycle is this. The previous generation were all industrial entrepreneurs. They have set up industrial houses, built up good companies, but then so the word of mouth and the evangelization that there is a lot of opportunity in there. Right now, I think that's also again, we need that to the point where everybody talks about money making. See, for example, you know, Ashok Mehta's stories and then the Sony Live and all. You see, those are the points where, oh, everybody makes money in shares and let's get it. Now, mutual funds are here for the last year. Everybody makes money in mutual funds and get it. Similarly, everybody makes money in this world. Anybody can and everybody can run a challenge. So, we are already there. Some of these kind of, I would say, hurdles, those are made easy, and more financial players coming in the picture. Most important thing actually is awareness. For example, we are sitting here, we are into this industry, but it took almost 1.5 hours for me to talk about what brilliant opportunities charging as a industry has, and what element of yours that is bringing. That's where I told you that anchor customers, B2B customers, aggregators, that's where my actual strength is. So my any charging station right now gives me an IRR of anywhere between 80%. And the reason I'm looking to it is because this is where you can reach a lot of them. So these programs guarantee you on paper a minimum return of 12%. I signed an agreement with you saying that within a year, suppose you invest 10 lakh rupees and your profits are less than 1.2 lakh rupees. Say for example, you only earn 1 lakh rupees. When it comes to cargo, Magenta, Eco-Mobile, then probably Lightning Logistics, EV Logistics, EVZ, you name all the cargo companies, those are all the businesses. So all these customers need, not only that I build charging stations, I make them popular. That's where he gets more value. How do you make my charging station popular? Simple. More than 80% of aggregators, whether it is passenger or cargo, say for example, OHM, which is a car passenger book. So as people wait for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour to charge, they can always recharge themselves. Number 2, there will be points where I would be giving space to insurance companies. Because 20 minutes, you are getting a captive customer, right? You can talk about your products. Those customers can become your customers. And third most important thing is, I'm not just limiting my charging stations to only chargers. I'm now collaborating with even the battery swapping guys. So there will be battery swapping stations. Fourth and most important thing, we are taking permissions from the government, asking them to allow us to deploy unipods, advertising pods. So all these charging stations are going to have advertising hubs. So you look at it, right? And very soon, we have children play area.
When you are connected with this, whenever you are ready to know things, then when you start happening, then that gives.
Wow, brilliant.
So and we had that time now that everything is online. I was always on first bench.
Oh, for his programs, huh?
2017.
Correct. Pre-COVID, he was doing.
Amazing person, and he said something that whenever you are learning something, so it is not that learning, it is not something that is very basic. You already have something in you.
Most of them like 2 years. The whole country is behind fast charging for 4 years. 2-wheelers, 3-wheelers के पास कोई भी नहीं करता. So then I thought, if and when certain assets will be we have something called Harikar. Why did we get revolutionary? Why can't every house become an EV charging house? Why? So, and in the EV industry, the kind of policies that are being given, and the actual impact that was done through the logistics, I was first amazed. But then went through the, especially the boys, we are always fond of toys, and obviously automobile is one such kind of a toy. So that was when I, at probably at the age of 15, 16, I thought, no, let me build my career in the automotive.
What brought you into EV industry, and was there some experience that you had already into EV industry, or it was some other experience that you had that fetched you in the industry?
That's a good question, Sachin. In fact, you are now actually making me feel nostalgic, because to answer your question, I need to visit lot many great, I would say, memories of mine. So, but I didn't know that he was the.
Is it kept correctly?
Left or right?
While going to Bangalore, focus.
Left side, is it? Okay.
It's
I know because
I don't know much. Jachela is
India, Germany, and that's what the one. From Mosh I moved out to Mahindra. And while I was working with Mahindra, one day I get a call from Gati Logistics. Okay. Logistics company. Why can't every individual, every point could be a passive income generator? Because there need not be any manual intervention in terms of charging. And then the third. And in 2018, there's more than 24 million EVs. So it was there I was approached.